We live yet? Yes, sir. Yeah, I love that intro, man. Yeah,
Let's
I like
get
the
it.
popcorn.
like the
Makes me hungry
popcorn.
every time.
It makes me feel like I'm really at like a movie theater. Like it really gets me in the mood for like what we about to do.
Heck yeah,
Mhm.
man. You know what I mean? That's why I made it like that.
Like the
That's what.
refreshment, the ice dropping, the bubbles of the soda.
Mm.
And you know what? That's all AI too.
Uh,
All AI. That's all fake, man. It's
you
all
were
fake.
supposed to say that you went out and got this footage, got
Yeah,
access
Oh
to
man.
no,
it,
I ain't
with
doing all that work. I
close-ups.
ain't doing.
Hmm.
I ain't
Going up
doing
to
all
the
that work.
cinema. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I got a drone to do the footage of
Exactly.
the rated R. Ain't no rated R theater out there. What the heck's going on here?
We just got a IMAX theater. You know what I'm saying?
Look, but the people don't know this stuff.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they
You know,
do.
that
The
is true.
truth
Yeah,
is
you're
out.
right.
Now they do.
Well, only about like 30 people know because it's
Right.
but anyway, so yeah, so hey, so we are back, man. Rated R for reviews is back, man. I appreciate everybody that's gonna be watching this later on and right now, of course. Yeah, so we are talking about The Last of Us season 2, episode 2, and what a shocker for me at least. And this is why I put in the title. I had put, well, will you keep watching after this episode? Because I'm not gonna
Mm.
lie to you. Um, a lot of people have grown to, you know, really fall in love and like Joel, you know, and especially from season 1, you know what I mean? And so he was a butthole in the beginning, but his love for Ellie and everything, that their relationship that they had in season 1, and then of course, and say they did this on purpose in episode 1, they made him to where it's like, come on, man, come, Ellie, man, why you being a jerk to Joel, man? Joel just trying to love you. That's all he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And Ellie was just being a jerk. And so now this happened to Joel, and it's like, ah. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. But if you guys haven't watched the episode yet, you should have by now. But
Still fuck.
yeah, right. You know,
It's
if
not
you
you guys so
haven't,
late.
it's about to be some spoiler alerts, man. So
Yes.
hey, look, so
It's
yeah,
like
hey,
click
look,
out. If you ain't click
click
out.
off now and
Thanks.
go watch it, and then come
Yes.
back and watch the
Yes.
live stream. You know what I mean? So anyway, I gotta say this before I get started. Of course, open mic panel. Of course, I'm gonna drop the link later on after we give our takes up here. Anybody. I have to say this. Even you know, once we start getting a lot of people to start chatting and people want to pull up, so just getting used to saying it. But yeah. So who wants to go first? This is very sad. This episode had everything: action, drama,
Suspense.
sadness. Suspense. I had everything.
I want to go.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take it
Take it,
over.
girl. Take it.
Okay. So you were already talking about the fact that Joel dies. I mean, spoiler if people haven't seen it, but we already said you should have been out of here already. So the thing is that I don't know if it's because I didn't play the game like last episode when you guys were talking about how this was a video game, because I didn't know that. And so I'm just like, well, if Joel dies, I'm thinking he's the main character. Like I'm thinking he's Snake like in Metal Gear, or he's like Wolverine and like he's like the main character. He is Sonic the Hedgehog. So it's like how did he die already? And this is only episode 2 of season 2. Like I don't even know where this is going, but I feel like people who played the game have more insight than I do. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel right now. So that's my 2 cents. So right now.
I'm actually
Mm,
excited, to be honest with you, because like I
okay.
mentioned to you on GOT, Game of Thrones, for those who don't know who that is or what show that was, they cut literally in the first episode, they cut the main lead, right? Like the person where you think this is gonna be like everything, but they reference him a lot, you know. So I feel like if you saw the trailer for for this new season, it shows a lot of bits and pieces, like like she's remembering or having memories of it. I think it's gonna be like this whole remaining season. I know on the title you put, who's gonna keep watching. I'm definitely hooked. Like this is the stuff that I like. I'm all into scary movies, and I like things like this because it lets you know, okay, so who's gonna take that Joel role? Is it gonna be his brother? Because that scene where I can't remember what the monster is called. I thought he was done.
Oh, that
Oh
big
yeah,
dude.
Mm,
Yeah,
that
that
big.
big flowery monster plant thing. I thought
Yeah,
he was done.
yeah.
I was like, I bet you the gas is gonna end and he's not gonna have any more, no more fire flame gun. And then it does. And I'm like, oh shit, he's done. I thought
Yeah,
both brothers were gonna be done.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he like collapses and it's like like what?
right. Yeah.
So I liking it. I honestly I like it. I definitely like what's his name? Pedro Pascal. I like he is amazing. And I'm
Mhm.
like, that's the reason why I started watching the show because I don't care for video games. I was never into like video games. I heard of it and I seen it because my brothers played it and like my ex did too. But I never played it. So I started watching the show and I was like, oh, it has him in there. So for him to die in this season and then episode 2, I'm even more intrigued. It made me more intrigued. Like, wow, because he's a good actor and
Yeah.
his role in this show it's crucial. I feel like it's a very crucial role of but I think this is time you know where she is gonna have to like I said, I've never watched the video game, especially like the second game, but where does her role play now? Like how does she um take this episode to? What level is this
Mhm.
episode gonna go for
I
this
think
season?
I think I'm uneasy about the fact that they finally got somewhere. Like they went through hell the first season,
yeah.
and then they get to the town, then they leave to try to steal.
Mhm.
He tried to get her to the Fireflies, and then they come back and they're finally settled, and then she got an attitude and isn't talking to Joel, so we don't even get to see them like really just interact in a more peaceful setting. Oh, I mean,
Mm.
peaceful, I mean that's subjective, but it's like,
Right.
but it's just the point,
Peaceful under the circumstances.
right, given the circumstances, and it's just like, and then he dies. Like I was waiting to see the reconciliation, I was waiting to
Yeah.
see them just kind of kick it. I'm like, they were constantly on the run, and then when they finally
Mhm.
get somewhere settled, he dies. Like I don't know, I'm just like, dang, I don't know.
But I like how you know I like the fact that they kind of did that reconciliation in a sense without having words.
Oh,
Because
when
when
she
he kept saying,
said,
Joel,
yeah,
get
yeah,
up, and he was
Mhm.
trying to get up.
he
Like
was.
that was his thing, like, I hear you, I got you, like, not to give up. So I feel like that kind of brought like whatever crap that they were going through. That was
Yeah.
their kind of like, because she says it in this episode, she says it like Joel and I, like, that's our relationship.
Mhm.
That's just how we've
Mm.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for her to say, Joel, get up, like, Joel, get up. And he he does. He puts his head up, he tries it. So I feel like it was, what's the expression? Something beauty, where I can't think of the expression right now, but, when Abby, like, finally kills him,
Mhm.
poetic justice for her. That's the word. Poetic justice for her because she did her full circle, you know? Like,
Mhm.
go figure, she goes and walks where there's thousands of these zombies and she's fleeing, and Joel saves her, and then she still has the nerve to do that. Like, to
Yeah,
do him like that.
that was
Yeah.
foul.
I'm low key. I'm low key kind of nervous actually, because I'm like, I feel like they switched out way better motivations for maybe worse ones. Like, like Abby, real talk, that was a bad idea the whole time. Like she made it her mission to go find a guy who wrecked a whole hospital. And if it wasn't for her friends, she would have tried to infiltrate the village that actually, like, shout out to the village for
They were
actually, like,
they were,
I
Holding
when they
it
said,
down.
yo,
they were
yeah,
ready.
like when they woke up and said, yo, if we go down there, we're gonna die. I didn't realize how right they were. Like they were ready. I was like, they are not winning that. I don't
They
care where you
were.
came from. So it's like the whole thing was like a bad idea. Then she's out there in the cold shivering, and then she sees two random people. She don't even know it's Joel. Slips on ice, starts a whole horde, kills a whole like it's like I don't as a villain, I'm like, I can't get behind why you're responsible for humanity dying. I get why Joel did it. I'm like, I rock with Joel. And then I'm like, Abby, what's her
Yeah,
hold
it's
on.
Abby.
Not
Yeah, it's
Abby,
Abby.
the our actual main character now.
Oh,
Ellie.
Ellie.
Ellie, there we
Ellie,
go.
Ellie, Ellie. Yeah.
Ellie, like, I don't know if she's made a good decision in season 2 yet. Like I real talk, like I don't know if I like her yet. So the fact that Joel is gone and can't carry the weight of some of her mistakes now, I'm like, she's gonna go on reckless revenge. And the girl that literally just
Yeah.
became Joel, because all she did is she's responsible for the person. Like it's the fact that she didn't even ask Joel why. Like if you
Yeah.
gonna chase somebody for 5 years to wonder why your dad's gray matter was on the floor, I need to know why before I put a golf club to your head 17 times. Like, it's like she really just took her time. Like, I was like, dang, like, I got questions before I do that. But yeah, she doesn't even know why. And I'm like, man, there's so many things Joel had to answer for. Like, apparently he
Oh,
killed the
husband.
therapist's husband.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, that would have been nice to explore if he was still alive. We're not getting that one.
Oh, right.
I
Yeah.
think
Like,
Who
I think
knows?
we are. I think we are gonna get a response to how why he killed the therapist husband.
oh yeah, well I
If
think we
you
know
really
why. He
see,
had to be infected, and he was a firefly, so he probably knew. But I'm like, Joel doesn't have to wear that in a conversation now. He doesn't
Mm.
have to face Ellie about the fact that he could have saved the world. And like, there's so much stuff that kind of got left on the table. I'm like, dang,
I'm like,
that's
Yeah.
how is Ellie gonna now find out like that Joel killed the Fireflies for her safety? Like who?
Abby.
how
What up,
she
Go
know.
James?
Uh, that's
Because she didn't ask either, did she?
well.
All Abby asked Joel was, "Where were you on such date?" Remember? And
Mm-hmm.
you killed one of the, as far as in the military, they tell you like you don't kill an unarmed person, especially like someone that's a medical, no matter
Mm-hmm.
what side of the field you are, because they're just there to help people survive. So that's why she took it super personal. And her militia, like her rules that we're taught, that she says it. One rule that you don't kill someone that's unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But she
Yeah.
did only ask, like, where were you on this day? Do you remember if you killed this doctor? And that's it. And like you said, she didn't ask why she killed him, because if she would have asked him why, not that it would justify him killing her dad, because at the end of the day, he didn't have a gun. He didn't have, maybe he had the surgical, like that knife thing, but he didn't have anything where he could have really hurt him, per se.
I
So
feel like Joel was in a position to where, I mean, you're in an apocalypse at this point. It's like, and
gun
you're
hold.
and the only person with the cure is surrounded by people, the Fireflies. So to me, I'm just like, I don't know if I would have I don't know if I would have paid attention to the fact that the doctor was armed or not,
Nah,
knowing
he
that
gets
this is
popped.
the
Because he
cure.
wasn't trying to move either. And Joe didn't have time to, like, politely handcuff everyone. Like, he
Mm-hmm.
definitely gets popped.
He would
And the
have been
Yeah.
women
having
that
to
said, because he
argue.
told him to move too. Everyone
He
else
did.
actually moved and they lived. He's the one that stood in the way and said, hey, this is the world at stake, Joe, pal. Like, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's too big of a deal. It's like this person has the cure to all of
But
this is going on outside. It's like, I'm sorry, like this.
So,
No, I'm getting this
so,
person out.
so the doctor did have a chance. Then he could have just stepped to the side.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He did, yeah. He
And
could
from
have.
the
Because
doctor's perspective, he definitely should have tried. Like, it's not like the doctor was wrong. He's trying to save the world. So I get it. But
right,
Joel ain't here to
To
right.
mess around.
diplomacy
He's
ain't
here
the
to mess
plan.
around.
Yeah.
But I think, I was going for a biochemist. So from that point of view, and watching I Am Legend, or is it I Am Legend? What's the one with Will Smith where he finds
Legend.
like the cure? Yeah, I am.
That's
Okay.
it.
I Am Legend.
Um, where it's like it's in the DNA. So why do they need her brain?
That's
Why
one of
can't they
those movie
cultivate
things. I'm
blood
like, if the
samples, or you know,
You
like why
want
were they gonna?
into that part.
Mhm.
Where I didn't understand, because I do understand you kill zombie, you shoot him in the brain. Got it, get it.
Right.
Because even Resident Evil, it was all in the blood. It's all in the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Exactly.
the only part in this show that I'm like, okay, what is it in the brain that you guys had to kill her for? Because
You
and
might have to
everything
ask Cuba.
else, you need DNA, you need blood. They could have just, get her some blood, take her blood, check her DNA, find a cure for it. Why
What
did
if
they
You
have to
might,
kill her?
what did
you
she
might have to
say?
ask. You might have to ask Cuba on that one. Cuba may know the answer. Hey, Cuba, man, you got to pull up,
Yeah,
bro.
since you know the game.
What if
Yeah.
what if it's
Well, they
Um,
said it in the world,
didn't
right?
she explain it? The lady
The black
that was a
girl.
part of the
Yeah.
Fireflies. Didn't she
Mhm.
explain like why they had to do that at some point
Yeah.
earlier?
They
I
like
know they wanted
reduced
to
it.
study her brain.
But yeah, I guess that
But
does make.
Yeah,
why?
I mean,
but
yeah, that
that's not a cure. That's not a cure for it.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just to
That's
study
one of those
why.
world. That's one of those world things though, where it's like if the world that's dealing with an infection says it's like that would have been weird if Joel had been like, hold up, I saw Resident Evil. Ain't no way y'all needed to. So I was willing to give him that one because I don't know the brain like that. But
But they're in a bunch of field of doctors. They should know that DNA, like, viruses, how they do viruses, how they do vaccines, all because of blood work.
Yeah.
yeah, there's got to be something because it seems like they studied. There's no way they made this show and missed that. Like there has to be
That's
a
why
reason.
I'm trying to find out, like, does it show it in this game? Will it show it in this movie? Or
Right.
in this season?
You
I
know
got a
what?
good
Mm.
question.
I'm not
I
gonna
mean, I
Google
probably
it.
have to go watch season 1 again because it's been a long time since I've seen it. But I don't remember ever being explained why they were trying to kill her, because they were trying to kill her. They weren't trying to,
it,
use her blood or whatever to try to find cures.
the
There's a
it's
short
the
little
so
dialogue.
she has the fungal growth in her brain.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
So
okay, that makes sense. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
mm.
She has the
Did
fungal
y'all
growth in her brain. Okay.
anybody
I
who
was gonna
played
Yeah.
I was gonna Google it, bro.
for
She
I
anybody who
got some
played
good
the game
questions,
though?
man.
Yeah, for anybody who played the game though, because I feel like it's a really hard shift in the movie where you feel like Joel's
yeah.
clearly like the main character, but I'm like in a game it's probably not as hard because usually like in games like that in the first movie you're probably playing as Joel and just protecting Ellie. In the second movie you're probably walking around with Ellie a little more than you're used to, like, and so you get
So
the idea like,
so
hold
in the
on,
game,
am I
so in
playing a different main character? You know what I mean?
so so in the game, right? In game 1, you play as Joel, and then
Okay.
it transitions into you being Ellie, and
Oh.
you're going to go you're going out. I don't remember exactly what you're doing as her in game 1, but then you fully become her in game 2, right?
Dang. Okay.
So in a way, it's like for the people who've like played the game, it sort of gets you used to her, right? You're so used to Joel being like the protector, and now she sort of is like on her own. She's learning how to, survive on her own, and then now she is on her own, and then it's a whole journey on that.
Dang.
But
Okay, so you get that Harry Potter feeling then, like when Dumbledore dies and you're like, oh, hold on. Ain't nobody, like, the top dude isn't here anymore. Like, you kind of got to
yeah,
survive this. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It,
that's,
it, it gives you.
Oh,
It
so
gives,
in the comments are saying that there's what?
Mutated inside her body, and that's shoot, it went
To
too
create
fast.
a vaccine, doctors need to remove and mutate the cortical cell cord in the brain, which would inevitably kill her. Got it. That makes sense. Thank you.
there it is.
All right. Okay, wait. I want to go back to when first off, Abby is giving me the lady that killed Selena vibes. I still don't like that lady. I still don't like that lady to this day. Even though it was a movie. Well, it happened in real life. But even
They
though
would have to realize.
the actress that killed Selena in the movie, I don't like her. And that's how Abby got me feeling right now. Like the fact that she killed Joel, it really makes me mad. And so I don't know if they're gonna redeem her at some point, but that wasn't even my point. When she slid down the snow into the group of the pile of the infected, is that what awakened them? Because she rumbled them, or did
Yeah,
were they
I think so.
happening? Then I was confused on how some of them were sitting there, and then people. I was confused on that whole part.
So remember when Ellie was walking with the I forgot that guy's name. In the beginning of the episode,
The
she was
Asian
walking
dude.
with that,
The
the
Asian
Asian
Her
dude.
ex-boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how the infected were using the dead
The body.
the bodies, right? They're
Yes,
using
to keep
the bodies
warm.
Yeah, to stay warm, right?
Mhm.
And so
Okay.
and then he said like where it was at, like the location of where it was. So when I saw her fall down the mountain, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this isn't gonna be good. And then I
Yeah.
saw the little heat or whatever it was from the back of the back of the infected's head. I said, oh yeah, she's cooked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
she's cooked.
Yeah. She,
You know,
hey, did they ever? What happened to the Asian? Because they split up. Ellie and the Asian guy split up. What happened to the Asian guy?
I don't know.
He
was
went back. He
conveniently
went back.
not.
he went back.
Yeah.
He went
He
back.
went back to let the town know
Yeah.
I must have missed
Wait,
that
to
part.
let them know what
like all this awakening of the
the infected.
They knew
infected.
by then. They were already.
Because
Yeah, they were already known by then. So
yeah, when did that happen? Because I remember the guy on the guy with the binoculars, right? And he's looking
Right.
through the snow, and then he just
Yeah.
like, oh crap, right?
Yeah.
You know
I
what? That's
remember.
right. But I think he went the other way. Well, she went looking for Joel.
Yeah, they
Because
split
remember
up.
the radio? Remember on the radio
Mm.
before she left, because she was getting ready to go on her run. On the radio, she heard. Remember they told her to go to the one restaurant, and so wanted to talk to her, and then the radio, because they couldn't find Joel. They couldn't find Joel, and then finally, I guess Joel was missing. That's why, she wanted to go. Yeah, right. They went separate, right?
They were across
together,
in that
yeah.
they put the horses in that thing,
Yeah.
and then they ran in the snow across to that other little cabin looking thing where it was
Yeah.
the
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven with the weed.
Yeah.
And they were in there for a while, and then the Asian guy, what's his name?
I don't know.
We're gonna need
I
to know
forgot
his
his
name.
name.
Yeah,
I got
the
the
black
picture.
Asian guy one. I
Hey,
don't
I'm gonna call it now. He's definitely my new favorite character because I feel
Let me
like
see. Let me
they're gonna
get
make a
his name.
trio now. Him, his ex, and
Ellie.
Ellie are definitely gonna be they have to be a rocking trio now, and he's definitely the voice of reason.
Oh, there
I
we
can
go.
see it in
Jesse.
how he moves. I'm just like,
Oh,
His
yeah,
name is Jesse.
okay,
Jesse.
Jesse's
my,
the
my,
new
I-
my,
goat.
He
I
was-
should have
my-
known that one.
my wife coming in, you know what I'm saying, in the
Yep.
clutch. Okay.
There it is. That was.
She
on
said
time.
it's my name, basically.
I know.
Mhm.
But yeah, so Jesse was on the little radio, and then I couldn't even understand what they said on the radio, but I just know that they kind of panicked, went outside,
Yeah.
got the horses, they had
Yeah.
a little conversation, and then they went their separate ways. I just don't remember what that conversation was.
Yeah. I don't know if they were checking. Actually, you know what it probably was? I bet he went to check the location they were supposed to be at. And Ellie probably went and checked the place Joel actually was. So that was probably the reason why they were split up.
Why would
Like they-
Ellie know to go there though? That was kind of
That's a much better question. I do not know
You
the
know,
answer.
the way Ellie found Joel, the whole house. I'm like, how did she know where that was at? She
Oh,
happened.
wait, she saw footsteps. She saw the horse prints.
Oh, I missed that.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
don't
I
know why
missed
she
that
was
part.
separated
Oh,
at that time.
you know
but I
what?
do remember that.
She
Oh,
would know. She would know the patrol route, right? Like she would know the patrol route. So that's
Yeah.
probably what she did. She probably went on the
Mm.
patrol route
Oh, okay.
and then
They
put
just
two and
set-
two together, saw the horses, and said, "Oh, that's Joel's horse and Dina's horse."
And that
Yeah.
doesn't seem right.
That's smart. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we talk about how long it takes people to run? Like when she fell into that pit full of zombies, it like
That gets on my nerve. I'm sorry. I
Yo.
can't stand when people don't move in.
hold on.
Oh,
Wait. Wait a minute. Wait. I'm gonna tell you what got me. What got me though was that she fell into the pit. Right. She got up, start running. Zombies, the freaking infected people, are chasing after her. Right. They wasn't catching her, right? But she's running away, right? She's moving. She's keeping her
Fast,
distance. They catching
fast.
her a little bit, right? Here's what got me though. Another scene with Dina and Joel. And remember, Joel saved Abby.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Abby's on the back of the horse, right?
yes,
With Joel, right?
yes.
Oh.
Dina's with him. They're riding on horseback, and the zombies are still like at a distance. They still right there. I'm like, hold on. How are you keeping up with the horses, but you couldn't catch freaking Abby in a second?
Look, that's
You weren't
probably
supposed to notice that.
that's
I'm not
probably
supposed to
why.
notice that. Okay. I'm not
Look,
supposed to notice that.
we might not have enough respect on
You know
Abby's
what?
name
I
yet. Is
think
the
because she
problem?
was probably running, on a downhill, and it kind of makes you run faster.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Because
and
I would have
Zombies
made
were
The
running
shit.
horses were
uphill.
going uphill.
I would have
Zombies
made
are running
shit.
uphill on the same hill.
the thing that got me. So you remember when she's trapped under the fence, right? And she's like crawling
Oh
towards the
yes,
fence.
yes, yes.
And you see the hands going under the fence
Yeah.
as she's like crossing. And I'm like, why are the hands waiting to try to reach after her after she's already passed? You're not getting nothing. And why can't the other ones just put their hands under the gate if the other one's behind? It was just like, bro, if this was real life, she would have been gone right when
Yeah,
she
she's
fell down
cooked.
into the she would have been cooked. And then out of all people to save your life is the guy who killed your dad. Out
Yeah.
of all the people, we could have just left you out there to get eaten.
What a
And that's
coincidence.
that's the crazy part to me. And you still
Yeah.
decide to kill him. He saved your life. I get it. He killed your dad 5 years ago, but he saved your life.
Yeah.
He could have let you die.
What's also weird to me is
But
like,
Joel didn't know who she was. That's why.
nah,
Because I'm
Joe makes
sure if
perfect
Joel
sense.
knew who she was, she was like, "Peace out.
Oh yeah.
You're on your
Yeah.
own."
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Probably
It's on
But
probably would have
HBO
not
Max,
trusted her.
Coach James.
Probably would have not trusted her.
Chris.
yeah.
It's on HBO Max, brother.
Yeah. Joe has yeah, that's a weird situation. Because I think for me, the reason I can't like Abby is because she didn't flinch. Like, she never went through like this guy's not so bad. He's saving a village. He's actually concerned. He cares about stuff. She doesn't have anything that makes me think, she's a good guy who wants revenge. Like, she really is just on some like Joel needs to suffer. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's a really weird line between like if you're gonna make like a complicated villain, or if you just gonna make like a Disney villain that's fun, like Hades or Scar, like somebody that's just straight up evil and fun because they love it. But I'm like, she's like trying to play both almost, and I'm like, she need to pick one. She either just needs to be crazy, or she needs to actually be a good person that's misunderstood. But I feel like she's like towing a weird line that I can't get behind yet because she don't make sense to me. Like, she definitely ruined a whole village live,
Yes.
killed somebody in front of her dad, which is something Joel didn't even do to her, and then left.
Mm.
And I'm like, if you on that, you should have definitely at least killed the people that were left, because you know they're coming for your head. There's
Yeah.
no way you had like. There's just some weird decisions that I'm just like, I don't get it, but the movie's got to happen.
Good point.
It's like
Good point. You said. I told this to JC. I think it was yesterday. I said JC.
yeah.
I was like, hold on.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you know the relationship Joel and Ellie have.
Mhm.
You killed Joel. What you think Ellie gonna do? Ellie then already told you, I'm about to kill your ass.
She
Yeah.
told you to
He
your
said
face.
it.
Okay.
See your
Thank
face.
you, Ellie. You dead too then. I don't why'd you let her live?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
DJ,
weird.
she walked in
I
with a
think
gun.
I think she let her live because all she wanted was revenge for her dad's death. Like for 5 years, that was her number one focus. Because even the group that she was in was literally telling them like, "Oh yeah, I have a plan." Remember, she went out and they're like, "You really gonna have a plan for this?" And he was like, "No, my plan is to change her mind." And so
Like,
even her own team knew like she's taking this way too far. She's gonna get us killed just because of one person. And not
yeah.
that, like I said, I can't justify like for someone to kill your dad, especially because he was unarmed, but we still don't know her backstory, so that's kind of what I'm excited, because I know you're saying that you're a little conflicted with like her decision making, if she's a villain and she can be a good guy. I think they're gonna do a backstory on her, because
Yeah,
I mean, it was very vicious the way she killed him, because she even said it. I want him to pay. I want him to die slow, which
Mhm.
I don't know why she would want that, because that's someone that's very malicious. Because her dad said it was quick. It was just one gunshot, boom, done.
Right.
I think it was very clean. It was very, like, you know, it was
Hell
humane
nah.
for the situation under the circumstances. I mean, he could have like done more, and he just shot him straight in the head. Done. He didn't like shoot
Yeah.
his leg and then shoot like. Well, technically, he could have shot his legs. They could have left him living.
Nah,
I mean,
I
didn't
mean,
have to kill him either.
yeah, their story arc seems pretty obvious. Like Ellie's definitely got to go on a revenge quest that's gonna look
Yeah.
just like Allie's or whatever, and eventually she's going to come around to like, we're not so different, you and I. Like I see the story for sure. I just think like
As long
she
as
did
they
a
two don't get
lot,
together,
dog.
because I don't know.
Yeah, I think I I'm gonna guess and say that yeah, Ellie's had to go from being independent to trusting Joel. Now she's gonna have to go from being capable to like compassionate. That's the one thing that she ain't shown yet. So that's got to be her character arc. But I'm just like, man,
Interesting.
she did a lot. She did a lot of nonsense. She killed an entire village that was chilling for one dude. Like,
Yeah.
man.
And there's children. I mean, that village was very thriving. They were prepared for a situation like this, which obviously we noticed that they were able to survive. But she put a lot of lives at risk. It's like
Yeah.
the whole town was literally thriving under the circumstances. They were thriving. They had water, they had electricity, school, they had food. Like everyone had a role to play. You know.
Hmm.
So yeah,
And
I
then,
understand that point of view.
because she slipped in the snow, because she slipped in the snow, there's like 12 more alleys now that want her head. There's a bunch of kids in that basement that do not got their dad. Like,
Mm.
Yeah.
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 I like the part where the dogs came out. I got excited.
Oh yeah.
That reminds
Oh
me of like
man.
Resident Evil too, though.
Hey,
Let's go. Yeah.
hey, well, who's seen Game of Thrones?
I did.
I haven't seen it.
Okay,
I've seen
well,
And House of Dragons.
okay, well, as soon as I seen the dogs come out, right?
uh,
I said this to Jess too. I was like, you know how they should have made it? They should have made it like in Game of Thrones when Jon Snow was holding his sword, right? And all the horses was coming at him, and then they got super, super close, and all of a sudden the his army came up behind him and they just right. Remember that scene with John
yes.
River?
Mm.
I thought that's what they should have did with the dogs, because the guy was just standing there, he was waiting, but he wasn't gonna live, and all of a sudden the dogs came in. I thought they should have made it like perfect timing to
Like
where
clashing.
yeah, that would have been dope, man. But it was still good though.
I mean, I liked it because they were jumping and they were pulling like the zombies down.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
I
good.
thought it looked more vicious that way, to be honest
I
with
don't
you.
know. Are y'all like that? Every 2 times a year, I think maybe I could take a German Shepherd, and then I see something like that, and I'm like, it's cool. Never mind.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
I cannot. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, I'm
never
not
mind.
doing
You
that.
got it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm not
yeah,
doing that, bro. Hell
Yeah.
no. Yeah, man.
My respects for dogs.
yeah,
But I think she tortured him because I mean think about it. That's 5 years you chasing after him. That's a long time. You grieving and dealing with that. You got to make it. If you're gonna do it, you got to make it worth it
Yeah.
yeah,
in a
True.
way.
yeah. That's
Well,
real.
So
Because
I don't know. I don't know. I think that was very I understand pain. I mean, I lost my dad, so I understand a pain of losing a parent. And that I understand. But it's not like he killed him in a vicious way or like for him to die slowly or anything like that. So her anger, that's why I need to know her story, because her anger towards Joel was very like, I can't even put it in words. Like it was very specific, you know, like if he had tortured him, but he didn't, you know, and it wasn't like a tortured kill. It was like just straight done, you know, one shot. That's it, you know.
But
So I don't know.
I don't think she cares how he did it. It's the fact that you killed my dad.
Yeah, real
I think
talk.
that's just the whole point. You killed my dad, so I've been looking for you for 5 years. I finally got you.
I'm gonna make
You
it
mine.
count.
I'm about to
I-
make this.
Why?
Yeah. What would have made me like her more? Let me know if y'all think this is real. But I'm like, if she had been willing to just put a bullet in his head, and then she's like, I just want to know one question. Why? And then Joel tells him, it was my daughter. I cared for her, and they were gonna take her life because she was immune. And if she was a, we could have saved the world. You shot my dad,
Mm.
and you could have saved the world. And it's like, I'm gonna take my time now. Like if she had been motivated by
Oh
the
yeah,
fact that
yeah.
Joel had ruined this, that would have been completely different for me. But she don't even know. That was
She don't
pure
even know.
ignorance.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, right.
I
She don't
think
even
it
know.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
That
that's
makes
If
sense
she,
why she would kill him like that. Yes, I
yeah,
agree
if she
with
had
that
asked
too.
if she had just asked two more questions, I could have got behind. Like, oh, she knows what everyone doesn't know. Like
Mm-hmm.
that changes the
Well,
game.
do you
But
remember the scene? Do you remember the scene where it's like her going in, walking in on seeing her dad, and it's like herself
ooh,
telling her not to go
Oh
in
yeah,
there?
Oh,
that
her
was
yeah.
subconscious
tough.
mind.
That was tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you got to think about all that. Like that's a lot for her to probably process. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe in her way, torturing him was a way of her like expressing her grief. You know, letting it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when people get angry, they say go to a what they call them rec room. You know, go to a rec room and just
Yeah.
Mhm.
destroy the room. You know what I'm saying? Until you feel better. I think it was one of those things. Like she wanted to take her time because maybe that was her trying to process the grief in a way
Mhm.
to try to make herself feel better.
Yeah,
Even
like
though
it don't matter how
I
quick you did it. I spent 5 years with this wound, kind of thing. Yeah, that's
right.
real.
So I'm gonna make you
Yeah.
feel my 5 years of pain.
anger
Yeah, of
and
anger.
pain.
Yeah.
That's real.
I will
Yeah.
say those rooms are very therapeutic.
Oh yeah, the rec rooms. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
rec rooms.
yeah.
Mm.
I don't think that's what it's
Yeah.
called, but yes, I did that once, and it does help. It definitely does help.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will say this. Shout out to my moms, showing up in the chat. Appreciate your mom showing up.
Hey.
Aw.
Mhm.
Uh,
So,
but I will say this, the whole, because in the Bat Cave of our last episode, there was a couple spoiler alerts, so I kind of knew what was going to happen. I just was hoping it wouldn't happen in this episode, right? I was hoping it happened later on, right? You know what I mean? But as I'm watching this episode, the whole time I'm like, are they going to follow the game, or are they going to change it a little bit, right? And so the whole time I'm like, okay, Joel, you got Abby. Look, you on the horseback. You see your village over there from a distance. Because remember, they was on that hill, the mountain, right? And they seen the village,
Mhm.
on fire, right? You know what I'm saying? He heard it a little bit, right? So I'm like, okay, Joe, look at here, bro. Why don't you just send Abby and Dina to the lodge and you go help? Come on, bro. Come on. You got this. You know what I'm saying? No, he doesn't do it, right? I'm like, damn. Then he goes to the lodge and I'm like, okay, Joe, get up. You got to get up out of there, bro. You got to come on. You're going to
Right.
leave somehow. This is not going to happen today. You're
Right.
not
right. I
dying
wasn't
today, bro.
ready. I
You're
wasn't
not going to
ready.
die today. All right. Come on.
I
Come on.
thought
Something's going to happen, bro, for him to live. Yeah, it didn't happen, bro.
You know what?
DJ,
Oh, go ahead.
I honestly thought that he was gonna take her back to the village or some way. Like I thought, like
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it threw me off, bro. When they was like,
Even when Ellie came in, I was like, okay, she about to save him.
Right.
right,
No, it didn't happen.
Look, this is what I think. I think there's been so many times where we've watched movies, and the fact that we all feel the same way, given what you just said right now, when we're watching a movie or a show, and someone like the main character is in danger, and you're like, okay, someone is gonna come to their rescue. They're not about to kill off the main character. I think these directors is getting like, okay,
Hmm.
it's like, you know what? We gonna start doing what y'all don't expect, because people keep complaining like, everything is, predictable. It's expected. We know how this is gonna go. Like you're almost waiting for it to see. It's gonna be some drama, but they're going to save the person, and then they just killed him. It's like, oh, like that actually threw me off. Like to where I'm like, okay, I'm mad, but I kind of respect it though, because I'm just like,
Yeah.
something that wasn't predictable, which I was actually surprised, which is good,
Yeah. Nah,
That's why I think that like people are going to continue to watch this show this season, because I used to work at the movie theaters for like 4 years all through high school, and I disliked watching movies for the longest time because I could literally tell you what they were going to say, and then it would say it.
Yeah.
Like that's how much I love movies and stuff, right? I worked at a movie theater. Okay. I'm in the whole like scary stuff, and I work with a lot of producers and directors. So it's like I like movies that throw you off. That like like that's why I like Game of Thrones, because like I mean I never read the books, but they just like, and the first scene you're like, what? So they get you like intrigued. This part when they kill Joel, like yes, it sucks because like I do like the dynamic and I wanted to see more, like you said, like to have them, see if they're gonna build the relationship a little bit better, if they're gonna be more respectful or whatever, have more of that father and daughter bond, But I like that they did this because then all these other characters have to rise. They have to rise to the occasion, So that means there's more dynamic. There's more more stories to tell, And I think they're pushing for season 3, right?
They should be.
I'd be more interested in a season 3. Yeah.
Like, because I feel like they're putting it for a season 3.
There's no like as far as the video game goes. There's no part 3 of the video game, right?
I don't think so.
There's no part 3 of the video game.
So then, it's gonna be
But
it's all gonna be made
they
up.
They could throw out a part 3 video game.
I mean,
they might end up making a game based off the movie.
Yeah,
the third
show. One. Yeah, the show.
They might put out. I mean, not the movie, the show.
Yeah,
the show. Yeah, they could.
Yeah,
that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Well, that happens. You guys heard it live here at Rated R for us reviews.
Right, Last of Us 3.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe and tell all your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we missing anything? Like, I'm trying to go through like the episode from beginning to end, and I'm like, are we missing?
I think the brother might take because you know how the brother ended up surviving, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's gonna play a bigger role in this season.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and even with his wife. So maybe they might have, how you were saying, like the trio, and I think they might also play a part of it.
I don't think they're gonna leave though. Like I feel like he's like the village chief, and she's like the co-chief. So, like they're definitely about to go on a revenge mission to go find them, which means they're gonna. Like they're kind of home base. Maybe they come in at the season finale as reinforcements, but I think the season happens with the trio. I can't imagine him leaving his kid. Like, there's no way he's bringing his kid with him. There's no way he's leaving the kid alone.
But you know how he stood in front line with the fire gun, and all the other people started walking out. So maybe he does want to go because he wants to make sure that the village stays protected. So
Yeah.
He looked at his wife like, you understand like what her role was,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's possible right now.
Yeah, I think we should put a vote out there for ourselves and for the viewers. Like,
oh yeah, that's right.
Where do we think it's gonna go from here? Do we think it's gonna follow? Like, who is it gonna follow? Like, who's gonna become the new main characters? Obviously, Ellie, but do we think it's gonna give a lot of attention to Joel's brother and his wife and Ellie, or is it gonna be Jesse and what's the girl's name? Dina,
Ellie, and Nina.
Yeah, like kind of like where is it gonna fall? Because right now, for me, I have no idea. I've been surprised every episode. Like I've every episode, I'm just like, oh, okay. So I have no idea. But
if they do decide to follow the game, then you'll get the Ellie and the Abby sort of story if they
Like
follow the game.
Solo, like Ellie going after Abby Solo.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and then you'll get
I don't see that happening though.
Huh.
I don't see her
Yeah.
going by herself though.
That's
Yeah,
crazy if she goes by
she
herself.
needs somebody. She's a character that needs
Tommy.
someone to work
Oh.
off of.
well,
Tommy,
it-
right? Well, Tommy.
Wait.
well, I mean, I don't want to ruin it. I mean,
Oh.
I don't want to ruin it.
I mean, y'all are basically right there. You're basically,
I would think it would be Tommy. Like Ellie.
Tommy,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Ellie would roll with Joel right in the beginning. So now Ellie got to roll with Tommy.
Well, with Tommy, yeah.
And it makes sense because once Ellie tells Tommy, "Oh, this girl, right, this little slut over here,
Shoot.
and killed
But
your
that's what I was
brother."
telling you, because that's his brother.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Nah,
That's
Tommy
why I
gonna be
was
like,
saying.
"Oh, hell no!"
That makes sense.
That's why I was
Dang.
saying, because if someone's gonna kill my brother, I'm gonna take revenge, you know?
What's gonna be Ellie
Yeah.
and Tommy?
Yeah.
No, they're gonna die
But he's-
slow. They're gonna die
They
real.
about to go ahead. They about to go ahead and do drive-bys on Abby all day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like you
Okay.
got trigger happy.
Dang. Okay. If there was no game out, I think the trio is stronger. Like I still feel like it's got to be those three riding, and I think the brother swallows like his pain for the sake of the family he does have. But
It's gonna be really hard though for him.
dang.
Like I'm leaning more towards Tommy's the brother, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I am leaning more towards that just because I feel like he's gonna. Because I'm thinking about the conversation that they had when Joel first got there, and he was all like in this like, I was trying to find you all this time, and you know his brother kind of had this energy towards him, like, you know, I got a son, and you know, or my wife's pregnant type thing, and I feel like maybe they're gonna try to redeem him from that space of like not really caring so much about the effort that his brother traveled for him, you know, and now he's dead. It's like and now
Yeah.
he can actually redeem that space and actually be like, I'm going to avenge, you know, my brother. But the only thing stopping me from thinking that's going to happen is because of his son, who is what is he, like 5?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, unless he leaves the son with the wife, who can clearly seem like she can handle her own.
Oh,
You know.
she was good.
Yeah. Right.
She was shooting them that they started going towards her. That's why he got in the like, no, you ain't going to get my
Yeah,
girl.
bro, so
Hell yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what he definitely. I don't think he's like. It
You know
doesn't
what? I
seem
don't
like his
think he-
place.
Yeah.
Like he's grown. Like everyone who's responsible for killing Joel is like 20 or under. Like for a grown man to go on a quest to hunt kids' heads seems strange. Not that he can't
Well-
do it, but it's just like.
Well, just one person. I don't think they want to.
Well, I guess it
I
would
feel
be
like
this
everybody's
question.
responsible for watching someone die. Like I actually wouldn't care who took his name. Like it's like, yeah,
Oh,
6
God.
people watched,
Oh.
all 6 people
Oh,
gotta go.
yeah.
Like that's
You watched. So you was there, so you're dying.
yeah. I'm like, was you
Right.
present at the? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Stop her.
one of
Like
them-
I'm like, hey, like all you get to say is, nah. Well, I wanted him to kill him quicker. Like that's your
crazy.
vote. It's like, nah, you gotta go too, bro.
No,
Like
I
you mean
hear.
all 6 of y'all looked at our village on fire and thought to kill my brother instead of come help us? Like, we got a lot to talk about, and I'm not talking about it. Nah, dog.
You know, I knew it was gonna be bad when I saw I forgot her name, but anytime she shows up in a show, you know it's gonna be bad. It's the bald head chick, the light skinned bald head chick that was in Abby's crew.
Wait,
You know
the
what
light
that?
head.
Oh yeah. She had the
Oh.
faded hair.
The faded
Yeah.
hair. Anytime she shows up in a movie or a show, it's bad news for the character every time. Any show she plays in, it's bad news every time. That's why when I saw her, I said, "Oh yeah."
Oh.
Wait, does she die or like always? What happens to her?
No, she's always like the villain. She's always like she's always
Oh.
kidnapping somebody or torturing somebody. She's always doing something out of pocket. Yeah,
Dang, I don't know.
she's
who that
always
is.
out of pocket.
She had
But
that.
she's the unhinged one.
Dang.
I wonder.
Hey, we
I
all need
wonder-
an unhinged person when you're gonna go down to fight someone. You need that unhinged person.
Yeah, so it's gonna be very curious to see what goes on with all that if she's in it, because I saw her, I said, oh, this is gonna be good then, because she ain't
Yeah.
just showing up for no reason. They ain't book her in this show for no reason.
They didn't.
Yeah.
They said
We're
you.
definitely gonna spend time with them too. Like
Yeah,
they're too unique. They're not just they're not just six bad guys. Like there's one dude who's angry, there's one dude who's reasonable, there's another girl who's like kind.
Well, I mean,
Like they
Allie cut
definitely
one
have
of
a
the guys in
team.
the face.
Huh?
Allie
Oh,
cut one of the guys in the face. Remember, he wanted to kill her,
Oh
and they
yeah, yeah.
stopped him
That
from
was the
killing
dude
her.
who
So I
yeah,
feel like that's gonna be some tension there too.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
He'll
just
probably be the first to go. But yeah.
I just knew the episode was gonna go somewhere crazy when she was like, "Oh, we were supposed to have a daddy daughter day," and when I heard her say that, when I heard Ellie say that, I said,
I felt the clock.
"Oh my god, bro, the timer done started."
Time it
Because anytime in a show somebody's like has like one of those like no matter what happens, that's still Joel, and I'm just like, bro, you only say that if like you're about to be missing them or something, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they can't do it this. I was just the whole time I'm watching it, I was like, they just can't do it this episode.
Yeah. Nah, I
Mm.
feel you now,
But the
DJ. Because
setup was
last
like,
episode you were like, man, I really want them to reconcile and be good. And they spent the whole like I thought like, oh, they've never been good, but I didn't think we was gonna lose them the next episode. Like I, I wasn't ready for the exact opposite. They're like, no, you don't get happiness. Like as a viewer, we just not gonna give it to you. No.
Yeah,
Like
sure
I
didn't.
like when Joe got stabbed through the neck, I start thinking like, but if they just get all the Dragon Balls, like like I thought for sure he's coming back. Like, I just
Dragon
gotta get all
Ball.
7 Dragon Balls and
I,
bring him back. Like
I was thinking one of those things. Well, if you left it in there, maybe all the blood won't come out or something. You know what I'm saying? And just carry him back to the village. I was like, there's no
I,
way.
yeah,
you right. I even said I even said the same thing, bro. Even after she stabbed him in the neck,
yeah.
and then the scene
I
like
was-
went to black, right? And I was like, okay, he's not dead yet. He's not yet. It's not. It's somehow he's going to live,
right.
right? It wasn't. I didn't get my confirmation until I seen them dragging his body wrapped up with the horse,
Oh
with the horses,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh damn, yeah,
Yeah.
I think he gone. I think he
yeah.
go, man.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
I
yeah.
didn't want to finish it because I was like, if I finish it, then he dead. But if I don't finish it, he's still alive.
I was pausing
Like,
the episode.
I paused it, bro. I paused it right before she stabbed him in the neck. I paused it. Hold on. No, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this.
Hey,
And I didn't think, I thought the game was sad. Seeing the show, actually, I think the show was sadder.
Oh
I think the
man,
show was
Really?
sadder. Yeah,
Dang.
I think the show
Yeah.
was sadder, definitely.
yeah, somebody died, bro. Somebody died, bro.
hey,
Yeah.
that's our friend Alan.
What up, bro?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
said,
man.
wait, somebody died.
A lot of people died that.
Look, I told him to
I
watch
know, right?
the show. I told him to watch the show. He said, "I'm not gonna watch it."
I'm not gonna watch that.
Bruh.
He's here
Yeah.
solely for support. That's all. That's all.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
man. Hey, appreciate you.
Hey,
Mhm.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Dog. That
Yeah,
was
well.
a little bit of a thing. I don't even know if it was like a whole thing, but like they did take some time to show like the village when it survived, but there were people who still had bite marks and they were like handing off guns to basically say, end it, I'm done. Like I remember
Yeah.
kind of feeling that, like, dang man, this took a toll on the village. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I
That's
like
true.
that village.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's why I think like that some people might raise to the occasion because, they might be revenged, for everything that just happened over one thing, once they find out that they
Yeah.
were just trying to get, kill Joel and then all this transpired,
hmm
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about like the fact that they kind of got infiltrated by like the infected and everything, and like the way that it ended, like what you just said, how they had people like showing their bite marks and getting shot. But I'm just like, I don't think they got everybody. I think episode 3 is going to be some random people in the village kind of coming out of places. Like, I think there's still going to be some leftovers inside of their village. Like, I don't think there's no way that they're going to catch everyone who got bit. I think there's going to be like a scene where someone got bit and they secretively show someone else, or like, you know, like y'all think
hiding them.
something going on within their village, like that's going to be a new thing going on, because so far they never got breached yet, you know, so
Yeah.
they didn't have to worry about that. But now, I mean, there were so many of them, so many infecteds that flooded their gates. So I'm like, there's no way that there's not anybody that's going to be infected in the village. Like, I think that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, they still need to do
What if-
something with that intelligent one too. Like there was
Well,
nothing about
oh, right.
besides
Yeah.
like they're still intelligent like creepers or whatever they're called, like zombies, but this was just a horde, like which I guess was intelligent that they hid under the bodies, but like we ain't seen another tactical zombie since the one Ellie fought, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
still got to come back up too. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Well, you
So
know how
what-
everything evolves, right? You know how they cut that one pipe and they saw that it was growing.
Yeah,
So maybe I don't know. I've never played the game, and I know he can share, but I feel like they also kind of setting it up for that you know that they're already trying to infiltrate this new you know the virus, because in the they show an episode where they're talking about how the new way of like you know airborne and stuff like that, right? Of viruses growing and stuff like that getting infected, and they were saying about mushrooms, right? Or like fungus,
yeah.
I guess fungus, and that's what's in her brain, right? Allie's brain, and
Yeah.
you know that can spread as something as simple, and you see the roots going through the water pipe. So I'm wondering if that's going to be like a new, like you know, like how COVID. Now there's you know there's a different type of COVID, and you know just how it spreads. You know, like the way it starts to mutate and change. You know, is that what's going to happen? Also, I mean that could be something, because it did show they were kind of specific at cutting that pipe and showing that it was growing. You know.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
that's-
cheating though. If the zombies can win without having to bite you, that's cheating. I don't even know how
Right.
to feel about that. Like you can't drink water now? What you mean?
Right. Hey, so
But
that
I'm-
this. Oh, go ahead, JC.
Oh no, real quick. I'm just wondering, like, I wonder if like one of the infected like just said, you know what, if I just lay down and act dead, they'll stop shooting at me.
No.
Oh man.
Like, you know what
Bro.
I'm saying? Like, if he's just laying down, they're not gonna shoot at you.
I'm not ready for that.
And then you just
Yeah, they
wait,
don't
and then
even
you
play
just
a
wait to
possum.
attack.
I'm not ready for them to play possum right now. Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. He just threw
Yeah.
out some-
Cuba, he did, bro.
Wait, so
Like he dead.
so he didn't get that final
Yeah,
blow.
so
Oh, nah, the final blow
yeah,
definitely happened.
so they-
yeah.
he
Yeah,
got
so they did change it. So in the game, she like beats him with the golf club, but like in the show, she ends him with the knife. in the
Broken
back.
golf club. No, it's a broken golf club.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't get
Mm.
punctured, like he just actually gets
Right.
beat to death.
No, she
Yeah.
stuck it through his neck. Remember?
Yeah,
The
she
back of
stuck
his
it through
neck.
his
Yeah,
neck.
Well,
but
he's
in
talking
the
about in the
game-
game though.
Yeah, in the game, she
Oh.
just beats.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he actually just gets beat.
That was like the
the.
kill shot right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
They just didn't even let you wonder. It's like, oh, we could hit him one more time, and you wonder if he's okay. It's like, nah, we're just gonna
And-
answer it for the viewers.
And I wonder, maybe they changed it like that for the audience, maybe because maybe that would have been. I mean, it was already gruesome as it is, but I think maybe that would have been like OP, the final blow with the golf club. Like that'd probably been insane to see. Like in
Yeah.
a video, you can get away with that, but like in a live, like that'd probably be crazier to see. I don't know.
yeah,
So my question now is that nobody knows that Ellie is immune, right? Joe was the only one that
Right.
knew, right?
well,
Right.
no,
brother.
the brother knows.
The brother
The
knows.
brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She was yelling it at the top of her lungs.
Oh, that's right. At the
Yeah.
there was the sniping together, right, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Joel told him and kind of made it a
He's
confidential.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I remember that.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't give any spoiler alerts.
Hey, Q. Hey, Q would say. Rundown Production says, "Hey, subscribe to Phantom Flame, man. I'll show y'all how she did it because he about to play the game in a minute."
Oh God.
That's it. That is a plug. That's a brilliant plug right
But
there. I might
but for
subscribe.
the
Hell
run
yeah, Phantom Flame.
I want to actually, you know what? This is kind of making me like want to play the game. I don't even have a game system, but I'm like, what is the game on? Is it an Xbox thing, PlayStation?
it's on everything. It's
Yes,
on the PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox. They actually, you know what's crazy? Yes, I think it was 2 days ago. They just released the complete edition where you get game 1 and game 2 together, like a complete
Look,
bundle.
if you don't have time to play the game, just go to Phantom Flame. He got
Right.
the
Yeah.
he played the whole game already on his channel. All you do is watch it.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. Wait, let
Yeah,
me.
because I don't like playing.
Watch season 1 or something
Yeah, that's
first. 'Cause
stressful. I don't want to play.
nah,
I don't.
it's,
Yeah.
I'm the
bro, you
person that
look.
does this to the control, so I don't know if I can ever play.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. The game is stressful too, though.
I didn't like
everything.
Resident Evil, so I don't want to play this.
I'm like, you will never have enough bullets, and you're way more worried about Ellie than you thought you were. God, dog. I remember that. That was a grind. But yeah. Nah, that would be a fun playthrough. That's how I feel like Oh, go ahead.
I haven't seen him play part 2 yet. He hasn't played part 2, but part 1 is definitely on his channel. You can watch the whole game and him playing, and he actually he commentates. You know what I mean? So it's cool. You know what I mean?
Wait,
He hasn't played part 2 yet, huh?
I'm gonna have to get the info maybe after this because I typed it in and I can't find the channel. So
No, I can send it to you.
okay, cool. Because I definitely want to see it. I just want to see like, do the characters look alike? Did they match the characters to the game?
So they tried. Ellie is
No,
built
they didn't even
different in the
try.
game, though.
They didn't even try with Ellie.
Yeah.
They
felt
said
like-
I've never seen the game, so I don't know. I couldn't even say.
it's very weird how, and I was going to bring this up last episode, but it's crazy how with the casting they picked everybody else right but Ellie. Like they just said with her we're just going to go a whole different route.
Yeah. I don't know if they
Everybody
need to
else
pick
tried
the
to do
energy though. Like I don't know what casting is like for actors because I feel the same way. Yeah, she's definitely a more athletic build in the game.
When you play when you watch his gameplay, or if you go watch the game or you play the game, and then you watch the actress that plays Ellie, you would want the video game actress. you would.
I wonder why they did it like that. Then why they casted it that way?
I don't know. Maybe they owed her a favor or something.
check your Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I saw
it. You put it in the group chat?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
I mean, I have no problem with the actors. Just sometimes I can't. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but sometimes I can't like understand her expression on her face.
Yeah.
Oh, like she's hard to read.
Yeah, like her face.
Well, maybe they did that intentionally though.
She is a very nonchalant type person with like kind of attitude type.
Yeah.
My wife, she likes her because she was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, she plays a good role in Game of Thrones
she's probably
too.
got a career behind her that can play the role, but she doesn't fit the build.
Wait,
okay, that's probably what it is then.
I didn't know.
She like she was in Game of Thrones. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. She
I
got the job easily. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they cast Joel really well though. Like I felt like.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
I was just like, this is just a good decision, 10 out of 10. But
yeah, Joel. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, Joel was an excellent choice.
Oh, you acted in Game of Thrones? Hired.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I feel like they did.
Well,
with,
didn't he play also in Game of Thrones, or was he like in some Gladiator one?
Yeah, no, Joel.
He did too, right? Because there was a kill scene, right, of them fighting. I remember that. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, Joel was in Game of Thrones too.
I wish Uncharted.
Look, she already know. Look.
See, yeah, I know.
Joel was in Game of Thrones too.
Go Jessica.
So
I know my players. I know my actors.
Are they the same directors then?
No.
Good question.
Huh.
I don't know.
Somebody.
Chad GPT, go ask them.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, I call him Chad now. He's Chad. I call him Chad. He's my Chad now. I go for him for everything now.
Oh, look, my
Uh,
wife said, hell no.
No.
wait,
Well, they
she's
must use
saying
the
no to
same
what?
casting. They must use the
The
same
director.
casting department or something.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I wish Uncharted had got the treatment that Game or Last of Us is getting. Like, because it's like it's a series too, as far as like how much information you need to put in. But they definitely threw Tom Holland in a role that he is not built for. Like that as a kid.
no,
It's,
they
but yeah.
threw him in there because he's Spider-Man. So they're like, this
Yeah.
is a face people know.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Ellie though. It's like you're doing well for yourself right now. You can carry the show. But they definitely could have cast it different.
Yeah.
hmm.
Well, I haven't seen the game, so I don't know. But I do like Ellie. I think because I already grew into her with season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So not
Yeah.
seeing the game, like now I'm curious. Once we get off here, I'm gonna see what the character built looks like. But no, yeah, definitely. I grew into this Ellie.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
that
that she's
makes
very
sense.
complex. She's very like, I mean, you know, is she straight? Is she, you know, is she by herself? You know, I don't know.
She's by herself.
She
Yeah, I know, you know, she's
By
a
herself.
lesbian. She's straight. Or she by herself. You know, I don't
I
know.
don't think I've ever heard that before.
I
Sorry,
never heard that before.
man. I got a lot of stuff, man. I'm telling you.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
she's straight. She bi.
I
She
come up with some
herself.
crazy stuff, you guys.
That's funny.
Yes.
You say what?
Man,
Yeah,
that just
that's
took
her.
me back. Let's defend that girl. Actually,
Let's
who's?
defend.
Oh man.
Leave her by herself, you guys. Leave her alone.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've been skeptical of eating mushrooms lately. I haven't had a mushroom since I started watching this show. I'm not gonna lie.
What's that? Yeah.
And I eat them.
Like cold turkey, no more.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Nah, I
Well, I
feel
think
you.
just don't let it go bad, right? It's like
Right.
don't let it get all moldy.
It's
That's
all
probably what they
Don't
said
get all
before they got
moldy.
infected.
Maybe
How you gonna
maybe
fake
We might get an infected in our series.
maybe it started in someone's refrigerator. They said, they look good enough to eat, and then
It's
he got
too good.
and
No,
then
I
it
think
started-
what they said is, I think this is what happened. I think there was mold growing on top of the mushrooms, and somebody said, "But mushrooms are already a fungus, right? So it's not like you can't make it worse than a fungus. You know, it's like
Mm-mm.
it can't get worse."
I think you could cultivate it to make it worse. Like, yes, you can.
But I think people where the infecteds came from, I think they didn't know that. So I think they actually ate the fungus, ate the mushrooms with the mold on it, and then that is how that whole thing got started. I think the first episode was an amazing breakdown. I'm gonna be honest.
Man, look, I would have
I
subscribed
was
to that
intrigued.
guy's channel. The dude who broke down the fungus and was like, yo, if they ever get above the whatever the body temperature is for humans, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
they
be like, nah, I gotta listen to you. You making
Well,
too much
that's
sense right now.
that was a great
that's why the village stayed in the snow area, because
that makes
like any infections of like that's why the hospitals are always cold, because viruses won't thrive.
survive
When I
there.
used to cultivate like all kinds of bacteria and stuff like that, we would put in petri dishes and put it in this like humidifier thing so it would grow, in heat and moisture. So obviously you want to stay away from like tropical, even desert areas. You want to go more to like cold and like places where it'll kill viruses or even any type of like you said, mold and stuff. So that's why that's why I was telling you about that for me, like thinking more in like the biology and like all the like, plants and stuff, how they were growing in the pipes because there's moisture.
Oh, right.
There's moisture because the snow keeps it cold and it starts melting. And if there's heat pipes or whatever, then it starts to cultivate that good, perfect temperature,
They need to crack all them pipes open and let everything get exposed to the air because it's going to keep traveling.
Yeah.
I have a thought. I remember this from last episode, but the end of last episode when Allie and her crew were walking up on the village at night with guns, they had just introduced intelligent zombies, and then we
Oh yeah.
saw like 5 people walking up with like AKs, and I was like, how intelligent are they? Like I didn't realize those were just humans. Like I thought
Oh
like the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
zombies were like I thought they were
Because they were
trained
like kind
now.
of shadowed and you couldn't see them yet. It was a distant shot, like a distant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
But I thought they was for real like strapped. I was like, bro,
No, I said
this
they.
is about to be a problem season.
It's
Like
about to
they're
go
armed.
down. It's
No,
about to go down.
when
Yeah.
I saw that, I immediately thought of Planet of the Apes because I was like, oh, they on
Oh,
horse. I said the infected is on horseback with their rifles. Like I said,
Like
oh,
they finna win.
this is
They
different.
finna win.
And then it wasn't. So I said, okay,
This ain't about the humans no
yeah.
more.
we're all gonna get mutated.
Oh
You're right.
snap.
Yeah.
This is
Man, I
X-Men.
I think we covered
Yeah.
everything. That sounds
Yeah, that's
Yep.
true.
yeah. that
Yeah,
sounds
I mean, I like, I mean, I like to go about an hour, but I mean, we could shut it down if y'all want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
We
yeah,
got
I feel
nobody
like
coming
everything
up.
got covered.
I think everything got covered. We
Yeah.
want to leave that for the next episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Episode.
Man,
Oh,
3.
and for the ones that don't know, Jesse's okay with Ellie kissing Dina.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah. I like how you were trying to give him a hard time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
It has
was
really
actually
been a
funny.
week, and you're already kissing someone else.
that was funny.
Yeah. I don't know how cool he is with it, but yeah, he seems like he's gonna be somebody I just pity, man. I'm just like, man, you just gonna have to watch this situation grow in front of you and be reasonable.
You know,
He's already my favorite. I'm just
I'm
chalking him
gonna say
down
this:
as the
he
GOAT.
gets the last laugh,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna leave it.
See? And that's why he's the GOAT.
Ah,
I
you're
knew I picked right.
you're dropping.
No,
I
I'm
knew I
gonna say
picked
it.
right.
Wait,
Now, in the
what
spoilers.
does that mean?
Oh, I'll tell you in the back cave. I'll tell you in the back cave. I'm gonna spoil it on live.
Okay.
All right, well, yeah, that's we're gonna talk some more in the back cave. Cuba, man, you have to
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
up,
I
man.
want to be
You
in the
know what I'm
back
saying?
cave.
You have to pull up, bro. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Well, hey, look, that's it. We went about an hour. That's what we normally do. So talk about the season 2, The Last of Us, man. Episode 2. We're gonna come back again next week for episode 3. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. Because I had a feeling I knew this was gonna happen because of the spoiler alert that I had last time. So I kind of had a feeling this was gonna happen. Now that Joel is gone, yeah, I don't know, but we have to wait and see, man. I'm not gonna stop watching. I mean, I know there's. The only reason I asked that question on the title because I was like, there's so many people that fell in love with Joel and things like that. So now that Joel is gone, are people? Is it gonna veer people away? You know what I mean? So maybe not, but I'm gonna keep watching. So come back next week. Please hit that like button. Subscribe, of course, if you're new. And we're about to head to the back cave, man. I don't have an outro yet, so yeah, we're gonna do. We're gonna just end it.
Bye.